continuing on with the Colonial Impulse. There we go. We'll be rolling next time. And with this Impulse, first thing we're going to do is grab old Nathaniel Green from the leader box. Colonial leaders. We'll bring him on down here, and he will go into Trenton. All these markers off now. There you are. He is in Trenton. He is activated, so I guess he doesn't have to roll. And any strength points he's with is activated. Now he's going to do what's called a muster procedure, gathering in units that are adjacent. This will qualify, and he'll qualify. He will not qualify because he's not adjacent enough to go through town. So these boys here will get the call in Monmouth. Oh, boys will get the call. Oh, look what we got here. Look what we got here. We'll take everybody. We're evacuating Philadelphia. How many can he carry? He's a 2. He can carry up to 10, I think. So we'll take all these from Philadelphia, militia, and regulars. 3, I didn't know that's a bonus. I didn't know we had that in there. He's adjacent. And Fort Augusta is adjacent. We'll grab his troops too. I want to make another note about the lines of communication. The Army of the North, the British Army of the North. I was noticing it when I watched it, but they have a clear, shorter route straight to Montreal, and that has a magazine, so they're good there. So I just want to make note of that we did have an alternate route. Alright, so he is mustered. Oh, where is he at here? There you go. Oh, Nathaniel Green. Pull in there and put the word out to the locals. We gotta go rescue Washington. Alright. Now, what do? We will, he's activated. He can move up to 4 movement points, I guess. Oh, how does that work? The unit he is with is also activated. He is activated in the unit. Alright, well, we'll go ahead and do it. That'll be 1. Oh, I don't think this is a road. Oh, let's see here. What do we do? Yeah, there's not a road here. So kind of like a little river or something. I don't think that's a road. Oh, I gotta make out this map. Won't happen in my game. I'll be back. We have General Nathaniel Green arriving in Trenton. I'm putting a call out to the neighboring towns of Fort Augusta, Reading, Philadelphia, and Monmouth. Huh. But anyway, he has a total of 6 strength points now under his command. He's able to command 10. We're trying to find the best route to get up to. Ooh. Good luck on all those. Oh. Unadilla? Okay, Unadilla. So there we go. We will move. Oh, get this right. 1, 2. Fort Augusta. This thing straight. I'm trying to do this with one hand. This is usually really easy with this tool. Alright. Well, I'm holding the camera. See, I ain't even on where I'm moving. Okay. So we move from here to here. That's 1. He'll hop on the river and get a good movement rate. Real good movement rate on this one for his movement point. So that is 2. Puts him in. Ooh, we get him over here. Wyoming. Alright, and with 3. He will pick up troops here at Unadilla. That will max him out with his 10 strength points at Unadilla. We'll be right back. Alright, well, that gives him 3. He still has 1 movement point left. Let us examine our cards. Let's see what he wants to do here. Oh, I thought we prepared for this. Nope. I'm going to go ahead and put that back in the stack, so no extended marches for us, because I think that's going to do it. All these other spots out of Unadilla are trails, and those cost 2 movement points, so that will be the extent of it. Alright, now we will play a card The old General Charles Gravier de Vergennes. Or however you pronounce it. Hold on a second. And 2 spots within the 13 colonies. Well, let me see here. 2 different friendly spaces. All right, well, it's real easy. We will put 1 here at Otter Creek, which is kind of funny because I hunt at a place called Otter Creek over in Illinois. A little punch out the hunting club over in Otter Creek, Illinois, just northwest of Alton, Illinois, along the river. All right, and Fort Edward. We'll put 1 there and 1 there. Now, Washington will do his free muster. He'll grab these old troops for himself. I think that's going to be it for the Colonial Actione phase. Let's make sure we got everything done. Don't do anything else. We're all legalese. We'll be right back. All right, now we got Washington at Ticonderoga with 9 strength points in our magazine. And I'm going to have to look that up. I could have swore somewhere it does say, in one spot it says it's redundant to put a magazine in a fortress. But another spot I could have swore it says, well, if you put a magazine in there, you could do something. So we'll find that out. We're going to look that up. But there you go. Not looking too bad. It's going to be a good fight. Depends on the die roll modifiers you can bring to bear and where the battle is at and all that. But we got some good generals here. I think Schuyler, unless they come on into out of Canada, Washington will have to stay put. I mean, I guess he could go into Canada. There's no restriction, but yeah, we'll see how it works out. Ooh. Meanwhile, General Nathaniel Greene is on his way with 10 strength points. Yeah, we know how to work this game. Having a great time. That'll be it. Schuyler's on his own with orders to bail if approached. So tells me he's going to get approached. All right, we got these boys here at Penobscot, or Penobscot. Penobscot. Who knows? All right, we're ready to roll for the all-important initiative die roll. Ooh, we get to go first. I like that concept. I mean, it ain't too bad. In my Civil War game, when you roll, I don't know if everybody heard this earlier when I said it, but it'll be initiative rolls, but it's not really called an initiative. It's called, what did I call it? Oh, boy, I gotta get it back. I gotta go check out my notes. Oh, recon roll. There's a reconnaissance roll. So the Union will be rolling his dice, or it's going to be called a reconnaissance roll. And this is while they're still in Gettysburg. And the Confederate player will be rolling his dice, and that'll be him representing his deceptions and his bad orders given from Washington. Oh, I forgot was it Hancock? No, it wasn't Hancock. I forgot who his immediate superior was. I'm not sure. Then it was Lincoln. And Lincoln should have been on the tactical field. He would have been a great tactical general. He would have had him beat after Gettysburg. All right. Let me see. We're rolling 4. There you go. Initiative. Yeah. All right. That's how that works out. And it will be the Union player. He'll move his little counter down here. And on up. We're all good to go. Let me check this out. What do we want to do? We're back. All right, we want to get back at this development table. Ain't enough time in the day. Yesterday I did so much. It was time to crunch numbers for fantasy basketball. I had some great numbers. Unfortunately, I think I entered too many contests. And I got done crunching my numbers. I had how much time did I have? Maybe 10 minutes to pick teams. So you got to compare your numbers to the players, and that just wasn't time. I think by the time I clicked my last player, I had 30 seconds, and that's not right. You can't pick a good. As a matter of fact, I did totally stinky. I didn't do anything last night. Didn't do anything. One of the worst nights I've ever had. One of the best nights I had crunching numbers, but I was rushed. You got to be able to look at these numbers and see what they're doing. When I looked at the results of the games and found these players that came through, my numbers did tell me they would, but I had to look. So anyway, I can't be rushed on that. And we're giving ourselves plenty of time. As a matter of fact, when we get done here, we're gonna get on that right away. I'd rather have all my numbers ready to go, and maybe a half an hour before I actually pick the players, instead of looking at the clock and, oh, I only got 30 seconds left. That is not a way to play daily fantasy. That is for sure. And like I said, it was bad. I had some stuff going on. I was looking at that clock, though. It's usually, I have to give myself at least 2 hours worth of numbers crunching. All right, let's go down here. I just want to give you a little, make this a little bit clearer with these bridges. So the key thing in the game, and the whole object of the game, is to get a certain amount of wagon trains across that swollen Potomac. And it's all going to be with the ebb and flow of the game, the flood stage of the Potomac, what are the roads done, all kind of localized roads. Are everybody going to get there? Can the Union get there in time? One of the things I was talking about with that recon roll is the Union will be rolling with the recon roll, but representing General Meade's indecisiveness when he rolls with that initial recon roll to try to find out if all those stockades and troops and fires along the lines of the Confederates are decoys or not. He's gonna roll with a -2 die roll modifier, and that -2 die roll modifier represents Meade's indecisiveness. So there you go. It's great. So the odds are going to be on that the Confederates get the initiative, but that it's built in with the game historically. They were able to get the heck out of there. But and then, like I said, they will have the option to attack, and there'll be 1 point or 2 in the battlefield in Gettysburg if they can hit that point and attack. So it's in other words, we got to protect against the Union just bailing on towards the crossing points. It's got to be something up here that keeps them busy. It's all built in the game. Believe me, I got it covered. We got it covered. So anyway, all the bridges and everything around here. And there'll be a lot of minor bridges, a lot of minor towns that aren't going to have their maps on there. These are just the major players. But the bridges that you got to get your wagon trains across to get the victory, and back over in I guess it's Virginia, will be represented. These will be the major bridges. So it'll probably look something more like, let me get this over here, more like this. We'll have a bridge here, and I don't know, I want to say Hagerstown and Williamsport. Say Williamsport, and well, like I said, we'll have it. But these are the two you'll want to get from Gettysburg on through, fighting through the mud or torrential rains. The Union cavalry. This was mostly a Union route. The Confederates went this way. So that's just within that concept, we're going to have ourselves a game, and it might be more of a racing game. We'll see here too. Another thing is, I want to bring this out. This is something I've always wanted to do in a game. I got to break this out though. I just seen it the other day. Hold on a second. All right, it's just kind of the way the mind works, and I'd advise anybody to design their own game. If you got a certain thing you want to design and have fun with it if you have time. You know what I'm saying, like that. So yeah, but make your own homemade game. That's just it. There's only going to be a few copies of this game out here. You know what I mean? Maybe I'll make another copy or two. But yeah, make your own little homemade game. So anyway, I had to dig deep. I had to dig deep for this. A key part, and I don't know if I'm going to incorporate this yet, but this is something I really wanted to use when it comes time for this game, and this being more like a racing type game, is this could be a key component. I'll bring you back to it. Hold on. All right, within my racing game will be a concept of time. Time's going. I don't know if that gives you both players time or one player time, but when that thing runs out, you are done with your move. I like that a lot. Definitely like that a lot. I don't know how long this is. I'll have to time it and see what's going on. But yeah, key component when you want a copy of my game, be a little hourglass. And you only got a certain amount of time. That time's running out, boys. That time's running out. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? When it's done, you're done. And I don't know if I'll use it, but that's just one component. All right, let's get back to this isn't an episode of early morning brainstorming, but I just thought I'd give you a little idea, some concepts. And here's another thing. Take note. This is whatever date this is, January 29, 28, 2024. How many games are you going to see within the next year or two? And I want everybody who watches this to keep an eye, that's going to start dealing with Lee's retreat from Gettysburg. We'll see. I'm just letting you know. I was the first. We're back. All right, so it is the British Action Pulse. We're looking through the old rules here on what it is going to take to get the colonial political will down. Having ourselves a little war council. War councils, another thing about my Civil War game, are going to be a irritating block for the Union forces. Old Meade likes to delay things with his war councils. I don't know if I'm going to incorporate that in the card play or how, but yeah, we will have war councils as another means of bogging down the Union advance. So anyway, back to this game. We're having a war council to find out what the easiest way is to get that political will down, how to win the game. And we know we need to get that political will down, but it takes a lot of movements to the left. I mean, I guess it's a long game. It goes to 1782, but one of the things that'll end it more on the quicker side is defeating a colonial force of 5 strength points or more. You defeat a colonial force of that many strength points, and you get 2 of them. If you have 2 major victories, those are called major victories, you win the game. So you just want to get a little bit of order going around here, because as a quote a future British general, famous British general,
I do not intend to run around like a wet hen.
Therefore, we're going to find out what our best approach is. Try to defeat 2 armies with 5 strength points or more. We got the forces to do it. It's just working to bring force to bear at certain points. And that's only one way of trying to achieve it. Like I said, there's other ways here with their political will. Specifically, factors affecting the congressional political will. We were looking for this one right here. That would have been a big one. We've got both of those. Huh. We get 2 to the right then? Yeah, we just captured those. Factors. This is for the colonial side. I'm with you. Yeah, well, we want to bring it down to the left. All right, I'm looking underneath the right one, but this is just a colonial 2 to the right. We want to look for the 2 L's. Capture General Washington. That's a big one. Oh, man, we could have did that at Ticonderoga. Loss of a force of at least 5 strength points for regulars. Oh, we didn't do that, or did we? We're going to have to add up how many strength points we lost in that big fight with Schuyler. Wow, we got some homework to do. Lost 113 colonies, and that could be loss of Philadelphia. We already got that one. That drove the colonial political will one to the left. We've already done that one. Loss of Charleston. Arrival of Rochambeau. That's a good one for the colonists, so there you go. Oh, starting in the spring, Congress starts losing its will, and it goes each turn. All right, well, there you go. I think the first one we want to check out is maybe capture Washington. Loss of force with 5 strength points of regulars. We might have even achieved that. We're going to check that out. We'll be back before we go to get on with the British Action Pulse. Well, in review, that little battle we had with Schuyler, the British missed a major victory by 2 strength points. At the most, we inflicted. The result on the combat table was a 3, so no go there and no shifts to the left. We will conclude this war council in a few and show you the results and what the British move is. We're back. In response to the colonial move, it is time for the British Action Pulse. Let me do something here real quick, because I noticed this microphone picks up everything, so it's kind of... There you go. Let's get that out of the way. Alright. So, it is our Action Pulse, and for our Action Pulse, we will have General Howe, who is in charge of the Army of the North, perform a muster. There's the Army of the North right there. He is connected right next to Old Carleton, and all of his strength points just came in from Quebec. And he is going to muster 10 of those to his position. So there you go. He's going to muster 10. And we'll put these over here. He will join the Army of the North. Now I'm leaving 4 or 5 strike points in Montreal because we don't want to have that happen again. But here you go. We'll reinforce with 10 strength points. There you go. That'll give us a good over 20 strength points. All right. And Howell is a 3-star general, so I think he can max out on 20. So I'll have to find out what's up with that. Maybe I need to adjust that real quick. Let me check that out. We'll be right back. Had to make some change. So there you go. 10 strength points and 9, 10 strength points. We'll have to leave another one back there in Montreal. Ooh, I might be getting a little bit close to the limits on Montreal. Oh, Carleton. He's a 3-star general, so he can handle 20. And I don't know how many we got there. We're getting up there. All right, we're doing all this with one hand again. Oh, sorry about that. All right. So that is that. He has mustered, I guess, yes, 10 strength points to him. Oh, you know what? We can't do it that way. We can't do it that way. Hold on. Take that back. We get that loyalist. Or that strength point. Oh, yeah, we did. We left one. Oh, we must have left a loyalist. Let me grab one of those loyalist strength points. There you go. All right. What I'm saying here is that he has to have left 1 strength point of regulars. I guess he can muster whoever he wants. Yeah. Ooh, did I give him change? Well, I mean, it would have been the other way around. This loyalist was with him. I can't split him off. The 10 came from Quebec. So yeah, let's do it that way, just to make it right. Here's what I'm saying. We looked like this. All right. We wanted to muster from, what was that? Ooh. We wanted to muster from Montreal. These old boys are with the Army of the North and Valcourt, looks like. So we wanted to muster them. We can't, send this one back on over is what I'm trying to say. We don't want to split him and send him back to Montreal. So from Montreal, we have to leave. I'm going to have to bring 9 and leave 1 back there. And then we'll have the old loyalist back there with his buddies at Montreal. Okay, hold on a second. Let me get on some change. All right, now we got it right. We put that loyalist back into Quebec or Montreal. You can only have 20, so there you go. 20, and then we'll put him back. And then Montreal, he'll have to leave this one because you can only command 20 strength points. So there you go. We'll put another one back here. Carleton can command 20, so he's on top of it. And we just bolstered Howell here at Valcourt with a mustering of 9 strength points from Montreal. That was a freebie. Let me see what else we want to do before we roll for someone's activation. We'll be right back. Yeah, I wanted to make note. Before we were checking the battle between Schuyler when Howell was on his ass, and we thought that it said that we had to lose 5 strength points. Now the key thing is, I don't know if it, and we're going to check this right now, if it meant that we had to suffer 5 strength points casualties, or if an army composed of at least 5 strength points loses a battle. If it's the latter, then we get a movement for the political will counter. So when we check this out in a good old rule book, be back. All right, let's get this clear, because this is what we're really looking at, and this is going to be tough. If an army or force cannot retreat, it must surrender, and it is removed from play. So when you have a battle, you got to make sure you don't have these guys any means of retreat. You kind of corner them, in other words. Surrendering a force of 5 or more strength points. That's the key. Surrendering a force 5 or more strength points of regulars causes a major victory. So that's what you're looking for. 5 or more have to surrender, not defeating them. Surrendering. Let me see here. It must surrender. If it cannot retreat, it must surrender. Surrendering a force, not defeating a force of 5 or more strength points, causes a major victory. So I guess we'll try to do that. I understand what they're trying to do. I mean, you can't retreat. There's no retreat route. What you're basically doing is trying to corner them out on an island or something, or along the coast. Although the British, I don't know if they can retreat off the coast or not, even with their superiority on the water. A colonial major victory causes France to recognize. So, good luck on that. How are we going to get somebody to surrender? A compulsory British withdrawal is triggered by the colonials achieved their first major victory. No major victories achieved by fall. Yeah, a major victory is what you need to bring the French in. So both sides got to work on that. All right, let's see what's up. Ow, we need to cut old Washington off. Huh. I see how, but how do we do it? I mean, the North's next to us. It might be time for, well, he's got reinforcements on the way, though. We gotta remember that. Okay, hold on a second. Sounds like I gotta clear my throat. We'll be right back. For the action pulse of the British. Oh, Ypphausen. At Quebec. We'll try to activate with a 5 or less on his roll. Oh, he can only move 2 movement points. Alright, well with that, he will move. Oh, shoot. How do we want to do this? We don't want to get caught here again. Don't want to get caught here again. That was not needed. We needed 4 movement points. We're going to leave 4 in Quebec, and I want to take off with 4. Be right back. That is a big plus for the Colonials. Old Ypphausen, whatever. Getting bogged down now. He's leaving 3 strength points of his 8 in Quebec, so he's got 5 with him. But he can't move no more than 2 movement points. 1 to Sartigan, and then it takes 2. The roads get kind of rough outside Sartigan. They're trails, and it's 2 apiece. So from there'd be 1, 2, 3 to get to Norwich Walk or St. Francis. So that's all he can do. That is it. Oh man, it definitely helps the colonial cause. Now what we're trying to do is surround Washington. The plan was maybe to get on down here to drop off some of these units in blocking positions, so when he has to retreat, there's nowhere to go and he has to surrender. But so much for that, our blocking position. Didn't get too far. It wouldn't have got far anyway. It would take at least a couple action pulses, but we can do what we can do. Alright, well, Snyder did not get attacked then in this action pulse. And Army of the North is still there. A big stall by the British. Let's see who can take advantage of it with the next roll for the initiative. Let me make sure I'm not forgetting anything, and we'll be right back. Alright, don't believe that we have any more options available. Free moves or anything, just not right now. So let's go ahead and roll for the initiative. Here we go. This will be the last one of this cycle. Then we're going to early summer. That's something to think about too. Looking over. Let's see who wants it. Oh, British coming through and taking over. Taking that #1 spot from the Colonials. We'll move him on over here. Taking his last action pulse of the action cycle. We'll see what the British want to do. Think about this for a little bit. We'll be right back. We're going to roll for Howell's activation. We're going to try this a little bit differently. Hopefully Howell can kick some butt, get a move on. 5 or less. 5 or less. Does it happen again? Oh my God. Alright, let's see if we keep this stupidity going. Alright, let's keep it going. Yeah, alright, that time I went through. And a 6. So man, divine intervention. Well, he can only move 2. So he is going to do this. Well, what I gotta do. That's part of my plan. 1, 2, he can only go here, but it's time for the obnoxious garrison counter. We'll be right back. Alright, just dropping off a garrison. They're at Valcour. Only can move 2, that's about it. Can't even get up to Norwich. That'll be the extent of the British. Thinking again if there's anything we need to do, clean up, but I don't think there is. It will be time for the last action pulse for the Colonials. And see if they can't take advantage of the British inability to activate and move their full movement points. Nice little gift on a silver platter. See what the Colonials can do. We'll be right back. Oh, that one move there. See if we can't zoom in a little bit more. The army of the North just got cut off from their line of communication. The obnoxious, gaudy garrison counter just did it. And I don't see any way. His only move out is this way. He can't get nowhere. He's cut. Oh, that just cut him off. Right there, cut him off. Good. Oh, he can go right on. Oh, this goes through Montreal. I was going to say you could use this one, but he is cut off. So now we have to decide we want to activate Washington. And all we got to do is move into that spot. But if there's any other conflicts that follows, he'll get a big column shift for being out of communication. The thing of it is, we wanted to get these reinforcements up here, so we really need to activate. With that move by the British, we might have to waste one. We don't want to leave. Well, I guess he could fight his way out. Yeah, I think that's going to be the only move. Those Schuyler's got to activate and fight his way towards Washington. Let's call this a video. It's getting kind of long. When we come back, we'll conclude with Schuyler's move. Till then, having a great time, both on my war game project and on my gaming season. Having so much time to play these games, and in between these games here, I just got done with a good computer game, World War II. Oh, that was a good game. That Men of War Assault Squad. Oh, that was good, but we ended up losing. That was tough. That was a tough game. I should have recorded that one. That was really nice. That's a real-time strategy game, though. All right, no more blabbling. We'll be back with War for America. We're calling it a video. We'll be right back.